I'm going to show you guys how to steam your milk so that you can get latte art. The reason I love steaming milk and teaching how to steam milk and why I'm so glad I learned how to do it is because it just makes a better latte. But if you steam your milk properly, latte art is a lot easier. So today I'm going to go through step by step, share all my tips, and make it very easy for you guys to understand, because I wish this video was out there. And I'll be using my machine, Breville Barista Touch. This is less than $1,000. I know that still sounds like a lot of money, especially if you're a beginner. One of the problems with all the steaming videos out there, or most of them, they're using really expensive machines, $5,000 machines, $10,000 machines. I love that I can steam milk on this thing and get cafe quality lattes out of it. So I'm gonna go through everything right now. First thing I'm going to mention is I'm using whole milk. If you need to use a milk alternative, this is not the video for you, but I'll be using whole milk. This is what the machine usually comes with. This is what you always see. The only problem with this, especially if you're making maybe a cortado or macchiato, is there's a lot of milk waste. So I bought this smaller pitcher. That's what I'll be using. When it comes to the milk, you want it to be as cold as possible. This is just something that I saw. So what I like to do is I put the milk in there and I put it into the fridge. So for the milk, what you're gonna wanna do is, you see where the spout starts right down there? I wanna pour it right to above that, really about halfway, and you don't wanna put too little, or else it won't steam right, and you don't want to put too much, or else it just won't really steam at all, or at least get you that nice stretched out milk. So this is about the height I want it. This is about half. You can see on this picture, it actually has marks, so you want to get in between. Well, guess what? It's just about right above where the spout starts. So there you go. This is the milk level. I like to put this inside of the fridge so it's nice and cool when I go to steam. I learned this on YouTube somewhere. The more cold the milk is, the longer you have to really get it steamed up, spun, aerated, whatever, right? Create that creaminess. So that's why I do that, and it works. The next part that's really important is how you hold your pitcher. So I'm just using the silver one for right now since the milk is cooling. I'm gonna just show you. You wanna keep your pitcher parallel to the counter. So you're not gonna tilt it that way or this way. When you get it up this steam wand, so I'm going to put this out, okay? When you put it up the steam wand, you're going to keep it parallel, or you're going to keep it even with the counter. The only tilt that's going to happen is this. And I'll show you the inside here in a second, but that's all you're going to be doing. Let me show you the other angle. All right, this is the side angle. Same thing. Keep your pitcher even with the counter. You're gonna move it up and you're gonna just tilt it that way to the right. I guess you could do it to the left. I always just do it to the right, but you're not gonna tilt your pitcher forward or backwards. Keep it even, and the tilt is gonna happen, I guess, technically to the left, or like that. That's it, okay? That's what makes it easy. I'd say that is probably the best tip I could share with you. All machines are a little bit different. I'm not expecting that all of you are going to have this Breville Barista Touch. I found that on any machine that I use, that technique works solid. There's probably better techniques out there for specific machines. I just find that that is reliable and it's easy. But it's what happens on the inside that's even more important. So that's what I'm going to show you guys next. Keep your pitcher even with the counter. Move up the steam wand, tilt it that one direction. You want your steam wand to be halfway between the edge and the middle. Turn on your machine, put that steam wand tip just kissing the milk surface, and you're gonna integrate that air, and it's gonna sound like paper ripping. 10 seconds. You're gonna get a feel for this so that visually you'll know when you need to do this, but 10 seconds is a good gauge. Then after that, you dip your steam wand below the surface and you finish. Your cue to stop stretching the milk is literally when it's about to get to the point where it's too hot to hold. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this. I always like to purge the steam one, which you should always do before this, after you steam milk in the first place. So this just cleans it out a little bit. All right, there we go. Up the steam wand, tilt. One's halfway between the middle and the edge. Turn on your machine. I have to use 2 hands for this. Lower it so the steam wand's kissing the surface. Paper is dripping. You're going to feel that temperature on the pitcher to the point where it's just about to burn your hand, but it doesn't. Alright, if you do this right, when you lower that milk pitcher, that milk should cling to the steam wand. That's what you want right there. Lower it to purge. That's yours.
Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. Like a palm tree.
Like a palm tree?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've seen this in Dubai a lot.
Oh, really?
In pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Benji, man. I hope Starbucks will stay in business.
Oh, my gosh. Do you like the coffee flavor?
Oh, yes. It's very rich.
Very rich, right?
Really
creamy?
Taste the coffee.
Creamy?
The creamy side of it. You know, look at that. And like a design.
The design, yeah. The latte art. Well, it's all about steaming your milk.
Yeah.
It's all about steaming your milk properly, which is really hard to do. And I just taught people how to do it. So it's better than Starbucks?
It's a lot better, I think. Just like I told you, I hope Starbucks will stay in business. I
always love it when Papa tries my coffee, and Mama too. You know, when she would try it, she would flatter me as well. But I think my skills have gotten better. Try it. It's not that intimidating. You do have to practice, but once you get a hang of it, you're going to be making coffees for everybody. And even with a machine like this, which is totally a beginner level machine, you can make amazing lattes and amazing coffee art.